Hey everybody, it's Tripl-L coming in to talk about the new anime season. It's the new anime season, woo! So I'm still in the process of figuring out what anime exactly I want to watch myself. I don't really know. They're slowly coming out, and the one that we got, well, that I'm covering right now is Suppose a Kid from the Last Dungeon Boonies Moved to a Starter Town, Episode 1. So, we're going to go through probably a lot of first episodes for this week before I figure out which ones I'm going to be covering on a semi-regular basis and which ones are going to get like a proper full review at the end. In terms of proper full reviews, I know because we're starting a new season, just to let you know, the current plan is, I have a New Year's resolution to make more YouTube videos, so I'm hoping to make reviews for the other series, like a full-on proper series-wide review, especially for the ones I didn't cover on the channel. So keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know how that plan's going. But yeah, we're gonna go in with this one. So we're not doing top moments. This is gonna be a more legitimate review because this time around, this anime is kind of interesting, just in terms of how I was taking it. So just to let you know, I don't think this anime is made for me. It's got some things that I personally don't enjoy. That is not to say that the quality of the anime is bad. It's just there's one particular thing that I just don't like seeing because I'm not into it, and that's the Yandere aspect of one of the characters. But yeah, so let's go in and let me talk to you guys about what I was ultimately feeling throughout the episode. So this one was weird for me because throughout the episode I was thinking, like, really? Is this really how it would work? Because I'm looking at the premise, and the premise is like, this is a kid from the last dungeon town. Like, I get it, right? I get what that means in a video game. I get what it means for there to be a town right next to the last dungeon in Final Fantasy. I have that question. How do these people survive, right? I have those type of questions. And as I'm seeing this unfold, I'm just thinking, I'm having a fundamental disagreement with the premise, which might be because I'm thinking about it too hard. But when I look at the episode, there's those moments where, well, the kid just seems so stupid. He seems so unaware of the world. And then you look at how the other characters react, and it's like, do you guys not know that there is a town up there? And then mind you, the end of the episode does give you a little thing that the hero settled down in that area, and that's all the descendants are over there as a justification as to why people, well, as a justification for something, right? But I'm looking at this series, and I'm seeing isekai tropes being applied here to a non-isekai. And you might be wondering, what isekai tropes? Well, the lack of common sense. You have to teach common sense to a person that lives on the same continent as you. That's the thing that's throwing me off there. So ultimately, as I'm looking at this, when I see the last little bit of the episode, when I see the way that the main witch in this episode is talking about Rune Magic, and that she's surprised that this person from this other town is able to use it so easily, I just don't understand how this setting works. I don't understand how this setting could have such a disparity. I don't understand how this setting could be so unaware of the fact that there are super powerful people in a high level area. This gimmick is the gimmick of a video game, but it's a non-video game person coming in. The kid's stupid. The kid's unaware. How is he not worldly? Did you guys not have books up there? Your brother's traveling all over the place. How are you not capable of learning from the people around you? Yeah, no, it's just the issue here right now is that I don't know where to place my expectations. And honestly, like, that's the big thing. When we go towards episode 2, I want to know where I should rate this series. Should I just think of it as a comedy? Or should I think of it as something that's like at a relative isekai level, like a standard isekai? Should I be thinking of it like Eighth Son? Should I be thinking about it like Mao-sama? Should I be thinking about it at that kind of level of quality when it comes to the isekais, as opposed to Konosuba or something like that? So that's where I'm currently at. At the end of the episode, we end up with a situation where the kid didn't get accepted to being a soldier, and that problem is really going to be the one that's going to tell me how I need to think about this series, like what I need to expect. Because if we go into it and they give us a stupid solution, something like, I don't know, he didn't look in the right spot, or he didn't notice that he was being placed somewhere else, or he did too well. If it gives us a stupid solution, then what it ultimately is saying is like, okay, so you're telling us that you ended off the episode on that cliffhanger, he thinks he didn't get in, but it turns out he was actually always in. It was just a misunderstanding. If they go for a misunderstanding route, then I know this series is going to be kind of cheap in that it gets emotions from the viewers, or it gets interest from the viewers by misleading. Now, if it's something more legitimate, like he actually didn't do well on the exams because of a weird power loophole, then I'll respect that, right? Because that's a little bit more intense. But yeah, depending on those two solutions, the solution to the final problem we have in the episode, that's what's going to tell me whether or not I should take this thing seriously. And right now, it's a little bit of a tricky little situation because some characters I like. I do like the kid, although again, really stupid. I mean, you can say that they're hidden behind layers and layers of monsters, but his brother's able to travel out. How have they not heard of more of those people? Like, that's what I'm questioning. The big thing is, like, it's making people stupid the way that isekais make people stupid in order to justify the character as a smart guy, but it's the angle is that the guy's from this world, and they're using the isekai angle by just saying he's so divorced from the normal world that he doesn't know anything about it. It's a weird twist to how they're applying isekai tropes to this thing. Now, speaking of the characters, during the episode, we have that situation with the Belt Princess. It's a really cool mask and all that kind of stuff, but the Belt Princess has her situation. The guy comes in, he uses the little thing that rubs off her dirt. He has an anti-curse effect on it. You know, whatever. I thought that was nice. I was having all the fun with it until it turns out the girl's a Yandere. And so for me, personally, I find anime that use Yanderes as comedic value, I find them extremely annoying. I don't like it. Yanderes make everything annoying when you're in a comedy. And already this girl is showing Yandere undertones, and it's like, I would have rathered her be a normal person. I actually would have rathered the cliche for this one. It's because for me, Yanderes are just not that great when they're not being taken seriously. And I don't think the series is going to take her seriously, so she's just going to be annoying. It's just, for me, again, it's annoying character gimmick for me. It's not what I'm into. So overall, as I'm looking at suppose a kid from the last dungeon Boonies moved to a starter town, what I'm looking at is really, I want the anime to tell me what exactly I should be expecting from it. And I do legitimately hope it sticks to this situation. And it's just, I'm looking at the Yandere girl again, and it's like when she was stressing over her belt, it's like, oh, you know, I get it, you're angry. I would be so angry about it too. I like the whole thing that she said that she would push herself harder and harder, but then to have it get released and have her redirect all that ferocity into being a Yandere is just like, oh, come on, you could have made an actually interesting character, but you chose to flatten her with the Yandere archetype. There's, of course, other little things in the episode. You know, everyone being able to sense that the kid's a monster and the kid is not the strongest one from his village. And, you know, when you have those moments of people sensing that the kid's a monster, it's like, do the people in that one town really never travel out? That these guys don't have an opportunity to sense them more often? It's just things like that, right? I guess if I do follow the series more, what I want to know is just what degree of communication is there between the towns here? You know, that'd be worthwhile. Given that there is a witch that is just able to teleport herself over to her apprentice, my next question is also like, why does the apprentice, or you know, like why does the witch that the kid's staying with, why does she seem to be so unaware? Why is she so surprised that the people from that town are so weird, right? It's just, again, really interesting lacks of information here, and it's ultimately a show that leaves me more confused about the boundaries than anything else. But I would like to know what you guys thought down below. Let me know what you think. I'm going to watch one more episode. Don't know if I'll make a review per episode 2, but I'm going to watch one more episode. There are elements here that I legitimately enjoy. Again, the kid's relationship with the witch, I thought that was really cute. Don't care for the Yandere, but I like seeing the characters we're here. We have a mercenary in the episode. I'm very interested. Again, for me, it's all going to come down to how they solve the final problem here. Are they going to take that seriously, or are they going to give up a stupid answer like it's a misunderstanding? We'll have to see. But yeah, guys, let me know what you thought down below, and until next time, I hope you have an absolutely great day.